Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I am coming with some more hot fire jobs, y'all. You know I'm dropping the hot job leads for you. Today, I am actually coming to you with 4 roles. We are ending the end of the week with a bang, okay? So the first one that we are going to talk about is Coca-Cola. Y'all know they are a Fortune 500 company, and all of these companies are Fortune 500 companies. I love to bring y'all roles with Fortune 500 companies because a lot of times with those companies, they are established, they are publicly trading on the markets, and they have a long track record. And with a lot of them, you get phenomenal benefits. I'm trying to bring you guys roles that are really quality roles, all right? So the first couple roles is going to be for my human resource recruiting people. I do have an entry level role and I do have a claims role for people who have a little bit more of experience within insurance claims. But if you are entry level, I do have something for you. So stay tuned for those roles as well, because we will be going through 4 total roles in this video. So the very first role that I have for you is through Coca-Cola. It is the senior recruiter for the Coca-Cola role. It is full-time and it's fully remote, okay? If you live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, that's phenomenal, but you don't have to. It is fully United States remote, okay? Within this role, they are really looking more so for a talent acquisition person, a recruiter that has experience in recruiting and aligning what operations needs with talent. That is what they're looking for within this role. They want to make sure that you can match talent with the opportunities that they have and that are going up in the future, that you can work with top of the line business leads like your operational management and your department leads to be able to see what their operational and roles are that they need and be able to fill them with talented people, okay? They also are looking for someone who can forecast, so forward thinking, any workforce roles for proper sustainability, right? So if they're continuously short-staffed, they want to have somebody that's going to be able to come in and say, here's the plan to get us out of being short-staffed, and future, this is what the plan looks like, all right? To be able to sustain our production operations with the amount of people that we're going to need, all right? And these are the sectors of development and experience that we need to look for when we're looking to hire these people. So they're looking for people who definitely can forecast workforce needs. And if you've done that in the past, that is great and phenomenal for this role. They also want to make sure that you're organized with the talent pipeline and that your pipeline is efficient and streamless, right? So the pipeline is from the start of someone applying, from you putting the job posting up to the whole application process and hiring process till they get in the door. They want to make sure that that whole process is streamlined and is really good. They also want to make sure that you're able to think out of the box on researching and sourcing different talent, all right? So you understand how to locate talent and be able to get them in the door, and really quality talent as well. So they just also want to make sure that you can work really well with leadership, that you know how to balance priorities. They also will require you just to possibly implement recruiting tools that will help the process along. And they want to make sure that you do have some type of coaching skills to be able to coach operational heads on the type of talent that they need based on the needs that they're telling you and different things of that nature. So educational wise, they do have here that a bachelor's degree is preferred, but it is not required. In the experience column, they do have 7 years of working experience, including 5 years of direct recruiting and talent acquisition. So they do want to make sure that you're an expert in the space of recruiting and talent acquisition. All right. So moving down here, the base salary for this role is $112,000 up to $130,000. So this role, you will be compensated really, really well for this role. If you are coming from a company that did recruiting, this will be very, very good with the salary and the compensation. Now, Coca-Cola also offers benefits, okay? And these are some of the benefits that they do offer. The total rewards is their normal like medical dental package, and I will go over that a little bit more. They do also offer learning development, leadership development. So they do want to develop you in your role, and they do have a role model philosophy. All right. So moving over to some of their premier benefits, they do offer the medical, prescription, dental, vision, supplemental health plans, tax-free accounts, which are going to be like your healthcare savings accounts, your flexible spending account. All right. Financial program, life programs. Okay. So life insurance and things of that nature. All right. So if this is a good fit for you and you do have a recruiter background, definitely get over here and apply for this position. Now, moving on to my second position, and this is also a human resource position. This one is through Enterprise Car Rental. All right. So you definitely, if you're in the U.S., know about Enterprise some way, somehow, whether that's riding by an Enterprise, going to the airport and renting a car, or for whatever reason, they're a really big rental car name brand within the United States. So the role that we're going to be talking about is a human resource role for Enterprise as well. And this one is their human resource information technology role. All right. So we're going to get down to the details of this role. Here is the job ID for this role. So when you do go onto the site to search for this role, you can use the job ID. Now, this role is specific to St. Louis, but it is a work from home role. So you are able to work from home as long as you are in the St. Louis or Missouri area locally, or the surrounding St. Louis area. Okay. So if you're not, that's fine. Definitely look at the role that I had before this, and I also have 2 other roles coming after this. All right. So this role is more of a human resource generalist role. You will be assisting the daily HR functions, okay, which include performance management, employee relations, leave of absences, following ADA rules, benefits, workers' compensation, unemployment, and policies and guidelines. So you will be conducting and facilitating new hire orientation, onboarding of new employees and new hires. You will help develop human resource programs and initiatives for that location. You will be supporting employees with remote work settings and all additional human resource needs like complaints and different things of that nature. You will have to run reports, put people in the payroll system. You might also have to work with outside third-party government entities like the state or workers' comp board, things of that nature. All right. And you will at times have to deal with legal counsel regarding claims or, different things that come up within the everyday to day life cycle of human resources. So some of the things that they're looking for is you have to be authorized to live and work in the United States. They are looking for someone that has 3 or more years of HR experience, normally as a previous specialist or a generalist. If you do have previous knowledge of FMLA, ADA, and any legal compliance or even work comp unemployment, that is phenomenal. It's really good as well. They want to make sure that you can manage your time because in HR, so many things come up. You are putting out so many fires, honestly, and you're going to need to be able to prioritize and keep on top of things. They want to make sure that you're flexible, that you can collaborate with others, that you also are a personable person, because you're going to have to deal with employees. You're going to have to deal with unemployment. You're going to have to deal with workers' comp. You're going to have to deal with complaints and management. There's so many different levels of the human resource game that you're going to have to deal with. So they want to make sure that you can communicate well and that you are personable. So some of the things that are preferred but not required is a bachelor's degree in computer sciences, management systems, or related field preferred, right? A PHR or SHRM certification is preferred, but it's once again not required. Bachelor's degree in human resources or related field, basic understanding of information technology, experience with working in Microsoft Office, and experience working for a global company. Now, if you don't have that, it does not at all stop you. It is just preferred, but it's not required. So always remember that when looking at these jobs. All right. So if you feel like this is a great fit and you are in the Missouri area, definitely get over and apply. So my next opportunity and role that I have for you is through Progressive. And Progressive is one of the leading auto insurance carriers and renters insurance and home insurance carriers in the United States. So the first role I have for you is the customer service representative trainee role. Okay, here's the job number. So when you do come over to apply, make sure you do have that job number handy. Now, this is a remote position. They do prefer clients that live in Florida, Ohio, Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, or Mississippi. But once again, it is just preferred. It's not a requirement. All right. Some of the qualifications that they have here is an associate's degree. However, if you look down on the second line, in lieu of the above, so if you do not have the above, they do want you to have 1 year of post-secondary education and a minimum of 1 year of work experience in property or casualty. In lieu of that, they're also looking for people that have 2 years of work experience in auto, claims, sales, or customer service. So if you worked in customer service for 2 years, you're fine. Apply for it, okay? So I always say, do not just look at the degree or what they require with the degree. A lot of times they will take equivalent experience or some type of experience within that space. All right. So the compensation for this role is $19 to $20 an hour. They do also offer a bonus up to 8% of the eligible earnings based on the year's performance of the company. They also will give you an additional 10% when you work evenings or weekend hours. So that's really good as well. The next training start date for this role is July the 10th, 2023. So definitely get over to this role and apply. If this is something that resonates with you and your background, definitely get over, because you know these roles go really, really quickly and we want to get you in and apply so you can get that interview, okay? The schedule that they have is during your first 3 weeks of training, you will be on a 9 to 6 p.m. Eastern time schedule. After training, your schedule will be 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if that schedule is good for you, keep that in mind when applying, you know, that they do have a specific scheduled time. Some of the other benefits that they do offer is the 401k, medical, dental, and vision, mental health programs, healthcare spending account, healthcare savings account, paid time off, paid and unpaid sick leave, parental and family leave, and they have a diverse amount of employee resources. So keep that in mind when applying. So this is the first entry-level position that we do have. And remember, this is the customer service representative trainee position. And here is the job number. Now, moving on to the second position I have, this is for anyone who is bilingual, specifically who speaks Spanish. This is a job for you. All right. This is the job number here. So make sure when you get over here, you can apply with the job number. So they have a very vast need for bilingual speaking candidates. All right. So some of the different opportunities that they do have for this position is inbound sales, customer service, and claims. All right. What they are looking for is 2 years of post-secondary education or higher. If you do not have that, they are looking for 2 years of relevant work experience. So if you do have any experience in claims and customer service or sales, and it is at least 2 years. A lot of times they do wiggle room too. So if it's a year and a half, you can still apply and get an interview and get in. So I don't want you to just think it's only this amount, because if you can show that you do have a vast understanding within your resume of how claims work, how sales work, they're looking more so that you understand what they need you for. They're not necessarily I don't want you to just think about the number. What really matters is that you really apply your knowledge to your resume, okay? For the sales positions, if you're not already licensed with the property and casualty license, which you need in order to sell, like auto insurance and also homeowners, they are going to get you licensed. So that's really good, because you can take that and go anywhere. And a lot of times with the licensing, you also can take that and go somewhere further on down the line and use that. You can also be a part of an agency that sells insurance. So the licensing is really good. And the property and casualty licensing is based on the state. So that's phenomenal. It does cost money. It does cost money to get trained as well. So with them giving it to you, that is really, really good, because that's something you'll have and a skill that you'll have that you can take further in your career. So the start dates for these 3 roles is June and July of 2023. So make sure if you're interested and you are bilingual that you get over and apply for these roles. Now, some of the work from home office requirement is they just want to make sure that you have proper cable, internet, so that you're not losing calls and things like that. They also want to make sure that you have a noise-free and distraction-free work environment where you can kind of seclude yourself and get your work done. This role is paying $19.50 or $21 per hour, depending on the role that you are selected for, okay? So think about that when applying. Now, I will say, if you do have experience, also negotiate. You want to negotiate no matter what, right? Like, I have experience. I'm also bilingual. You kind of need me. So this is the rate that I'm looking for, and allow them. I wouldn't say, you need me, but you have to also know your worth and present that. Come with confidence. Come with confidence, come with understanding, and show your knowledge. And a lot of times you will get more money. So they also offer a bonus that's anywhere from 8% up to 16%, depending on the earnings of the company year after year. You can also get the 10% additional for working evenings or weekends. And you also do get performance-based rewards. And with this, the performance-based rewards is most likely you getting additional incentives for all the different policies and people that you assign if you're in sales, okay? Now, they do have the same benefits as the role before, so keep that in mind. And once again, this is the call center bilingual Spanish position, and here is the job ID. Now, moving on to the third and the last claim opportunity that I do have. This is the property claims adjuster supplementals role. Now, with this role, you will be on the home and property team. Some of the things that you will be doing is determining and affording insurance coverage based on the policy owner's policies. All right. You will have to look over the policies, understand the policies, and submit forms, review records, things of that nature. You'll also be approving and reviewing doing estimates and damages for losses of home and property, all right? Repair costs, replacements, and things of that nature. Some of the qualifications that they are looking for is a bachelor's degree or higher and a minimum of 2 years working in first-party property claims. Or what they're looking for is a high school diploma or GED and a minimum of 3 years working in first-party property claims and handling. So if you do just have a high school diploma and you've worked in claims within the last 3 years, this is still a job for you, okay? Don't get hung up on degrees and times and all of that. Pull from your experience. So for this job, the compensation that they are paying is $61,400 to $75,100 annually, and you also are eligible for the bonus, and it can be up to 16% of the eligible earnings of the company's performance. All right. The schedule for this job is a Monday through Friday schedule, and they want you to be flexible with working weekends and evenings based on the business needs. Sometimes that does happen where you might have to just stay a little later to put a note in or to find something or to do some type of paperwork. All right. And they do offer the same exact benefits. Okay. So this role, once again, is a property claims adjuster's role. And here is the actual job ID. So hopefully one of these roles you will be able to apply for and get over and get into the interview. If these roles do not resonate with you, that is completely fine. I do not leave anybody in my family on YouTube behind. So I will be coming out on a weekly basis with new roles. You also can look at my previous videos to see if any of those roles fit for you, but make sure that you are locked in to the community by subscribing to my channel, turning that bell notification on so you're notified when I do drop these roles. We all know that jobs go really quickly, so I want you to get into these roles, apply quickly so you can get them as soon as I drop the videos. All right. So until the next time, make sure you remain to thrive, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.